Alright, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. So where are you from?
I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Nice. What hobbies do you enjoy doing here?
Like here specifically, or in general?
What are some of your favorite things to do?
I like going shooting. That's fun. I like watching football. Can't play it anymore. Oh well. I like reading about history. How in depth do you want me to go here?
Do what?
I said, how in depth do you want me to go here?
As far as you want to go? What's your favorite football team?
NFL or college?
Both.
I like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Pretty sure this makes it obvious who I am. And I like the Tennessee Titans.
Okay. So how is your relationship with your family?
As a child, it wasn't great. Not going into too much detail there. Now, it's weird, but it's better, I think.
Okay. So what are your political beliefs, and how is that influenced by both your college and your family?
Growing up, I was always pretty Republican. My entire family is Republican. But as I got older, not necessarily when I got to college, it probably started happening in high school. I started making my own sort of views, and I wouldn't say I got liberal at all, but I started breaking away from Republican views like gay marriage, marijuana, all that fun stuff. And I'm more libertarian now, because it's just if people want to do something that doesn't hurt anyone else, why not let them do it, So yeah, I wouldn't say going to college has really changed that at all.
Would you say it's educated you on the matter? And
no, not at all. It's actually done the opposite, because a lot of the teachers here, I'm not going to name names, but a lot of the teachers here are very liberal and try to shove that belief down your throat. And if anything, it turns me off from wanting to learn more about that side, because they don't acknowledge the other side either. So it's why listen to them when they're just so one-sided and don't care about actual reasoning and facts?
Yeah, so it's better to hear from a diverse pool of political beliefs.
Yeah.
All right. So how has your family affected that in your views? What does your family believe in politically?
They're mostly Republican, from what I know. I mean, from as far as I can remember, they voted Republican on literally everything.
Right.
They're not super involved in politics. They're just I like that guy. Also, my grandfather is super involved in Knoxville politics and has been for a while. So we usually just end up voting for who he wants us to vote for,
Okay.
which is typically a Republican candidate.
What do you mean he's involved?
Back in the day, he ran a mortgage company that is now sold, and got very well connected with political individuals on the uprise, and they are now in the said offices they're running for. Jimmy Duncan is one of them, actually. And then he retired, and then joined the city council and worked as the head of the city council building and collected taxes for a couple of years. But then he was like, I hate this, and then he retired again.
If you retire once and it doesn't work, you gotta do it again.
Yeah. But so he became very intertwined in Knox County politics.
All right. How politically active would you say you are? Do you vote often?
Me? Yeah, I'd say I'm more active than the average college student, and I stay more up to date with events than the average college student. but it's not like I know literally everything that's going on, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So you keep up with stuff like news on media and social outlets, right?
Fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah.
So, here's a question. How has your family and your college influenced your religion?
You know, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Being brought up, we were a Baptist household, like 90% of the people here. And so I just grew up with Baptist beliefs, I guess. But over time, I guess this also probably started before college too. I started realizing like the church organization wasn't great. A lot of it's just used for political and economic gain by a lot of different people, and I feel like that this isn't any denomination really. I don't really identify with any specific denomination right now, but to me it seems like all denominations or like major church organizations are just like spreading feel-good messages and taking your money. So
yeah. It's hard to kind of say that. I know what you mean, though.
So, I mean, probably going through Old and New Testament classes opened up my eyes a little bit to that. And different ways to understand religion and the Bible. But I'm still Christian, but I don't really think I'm Baptist or anything anymore.
So what about your family? They're Baptist as well? Or they are Baptist?
They are Baptist. Well, they say they are anyway.
Have they always been Baptist?
I think so. We had this weird stint where my mom and my dad got married at a Methodist church, and we went there for like 5 years, and then we were like, oh, this is weird, so we went back to Baptist church.
So where are your parents from?
My dad was born in Alabama, and my mom was born in Knoxville.
So, okay. How do you view yourself 20 years from now? What do you want to do? What do you want to be?
I want to be a history professor.
So you like history?
I love history.
Love. So, what do you want to do with that? What's your goal?
I want to get into some kind of university and teach history.
Like what? Do you have a university in mind?
I mean, not really. I would want to stay probably in the southeast just because I like it down here. But I mean, I wouldn't be too picky. Whoever gives me money.
True. Right. So, let's say you were born in Eastern India.
India, okay.
India. And you were raised by their religious beliefs. How do you see yourself now in your position trying to embrace your Christian beliefs when in another life you could have been born run up by another set of beliefs?
You know, I would like to think that I would somehow convert to Christianity if I was over there. But it really just depends on it, like if I have access to it. Because I don't know what their access is to it. I know the majority of India is Hindu and Muslim. So I don't really know what the access to Bibles and churches are over there. So optimistically, I would say that I would convert to Christianity. In reality, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
say you were born in communist China, how would that affect your political beliefs?
I mean, I would probably think the same thing, but I couldn't say it because the government would kill me.
So, do you think that your beliefs are governed by your environment, or the way your brain develops, which could also be governed by your environment? How do you think beliefs are created and formed?
Just by your set of values and morals, I think. I think personally that people should be able to do what they want if it doesn't affect anyone.
Yeah.
And that I don't really know how that developed. I don't think it was my upbringing because my family was not like that.
So, would you attribute some of it to school and your friends?
Probably not. Not really. My friends, while growing up, were also very Republican.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. So, say, well, how would you view yourself as the perfect family unit?
Perfect family unit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there is a perfect family unit.
No. Well, how do you see yourself in 30 years if you were to get married?
In 30 years, I'll be 50. That's
20 out of that.
In 20 years, I'll be 40.
Oh, and negative 4.
Negative 4 years, I'll be 16. You just want to know where I see myself down the line with the family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully by that time I'm married and optimistically have a good stable relationship with hopefully no more than 2 kids in a decent neighborhood and a decent house. You know, the wife probably has to work too because that's how it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care. I don't know here.
I don't know. So, how do you find, what values do you appreciate in a girl? It's like you're mate hunting.
My mate hunting.
This is going to be, we're going to remember this one forever. You're mate hunting.
Mate hunting. So I don't really have any, like, I know some people have like a bulleted list, like you gotta check out at least like 5 of the 7 boxes or some crap like that.
There's a movie, I'm pretty sure, I forget the name of it. It's like a Hallmark movie or something.
Hallmark movies are terrible. But I really don't have a specific list to check off. It's just like, if I mesh well with them. I mean, I've dated a wide variety of girls with differing beliefs and differing attitudes towards things. It's just, if I think I mesh well.
That's good. So, in the past, we've seen that presidents have had cabinets that haven't always agreed with them.
Dude, I have a cabinet in my room.
And we see that sometimes they do it on purpose so that their beliefs are challenged. You think that you would see that in a relationship, that you would like to have your beliefs challenged?
I think that it would help me grow. It has helped me grow before, yeah. But I don't think that it should be a constant thing because that would just lead to a lot of disagreements and arguments.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got. We're on other questions.
What about like the reading of the words?
Okay. So,
We're gonna take a short intermission here.
yes. Say, pronounce your love to Tim.
Pronounce my love to Tim. Tim, I'm sorry I broke your arm again. And hopefully your surgery went well. I don't know when you're going to be listening to this. Roll Tide as well.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, shining Goa River. Life is older than the trees.
Alright, so I have to read off these.
Yes.
Word list 1. Fill, pin, oil, hollow, fish bait. Wash, help, feel, potato, life, pin, thorough, feel, follow, get, red, old lace, fire, fail, home, hit, wire, feet, doing, okra, greasy, mining, tobacco, fell, lice. Word list 2. Lot, thought, prize, boil, pour, pin, choice, toll, ball, pour, trap, dress, cub, thing, thought, test, hand, nothing, this, morning, often, trimmed, clasp, cost, risk, story, ask, toe, fault, grasp.
Sweeticles.